When it comes to understanding a company's financial health, two terms that are often used are revenue and earnings. While both are important measures, they represent different aspects of a company's performance. Revenue is the total amount of money a company generates from its operations. It's the top line of a company's income statement and includes all the money a company earns from selling its products or services. For earnings, however, you need to subtract all the expenses from that revenue. Earnings are also known as profit or net income, and they represent the bottom line of a company's income statement. It's the total amount of money that a company made after all the expenses have been factored in. Let's take a hypothetical company as an example. Say this company is selling soap for $10 a piece and sells 10,000 bars of soap in a year. This means that the total amount of money that's coming in, which is also known as the revenue, is 10,000 times this $10 a piece, which is $100,000. But of course, a bar of soap doesn't magically appear. A bar of soap has to be made from its raw materials, and let's say for example that these materials cost $5 per bar of soap. Of course, these bars also need to be made in a factory, and let's say that the price for renting the factory as well as all the electricity costs and the machinery is $2 per soap. And then you need someone to operate the machinery. You need staff in order to run the factory. And let's say that costs about $1 per bar of soap. This means that the total amount of cost per bar of soap is $8. So because for every bar of soap we receive $10 and the expenses of making that bar of soap is $8, it means that we make $2 in profit from every bar of soap that we sell. If we take that $2 and multiply it by the amount of soap bars that we sell, we get 10,000 times the $2 equals $20,000 in profit, which is known as earnings. So what exactly do each of them say? Well, revenue is mostly used to compare the scale and sizes of companies. Let's say one grocery chain is having 20 billion in revenue in a single year and the other grocery chain has 2 billion. Simply by looking at the numbers of revenue, we can see just how many products they are selling and we can see the scale of their operations. While earnings is really only used to see the amount of profit that a company is making. Now of course, a higher revenue does not mean a higher earnings. If an operation is not well run, even a 20 billion grocery chain can have lower earnings than a 2 billion grocery chain if the 20 billion grocery chain is simply losing money. And therefore, revenue and earnings are different metrics to look at a company. Let's take for example the company of Uber. Uber has never posted a positive earnings. Every single year they are losing money, while their revenue is absolutely sky high in the billions of dollars. While let's say the local grocery chain on the corner only has a revenue of about 200,000, but they are not losing money, they are making money. So even though the revenue of Uber is way higher than the one from the grocery chain on the corner, it is still possible for Uber to have lower earnings. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio!